It's Our Story. Mark Johnson, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, there's actually about 25 years of that. Early on, it was mainly around transportation. You know, my first arrest was the local transit system in Denver, Colorado. You know, it was around the express buses not having lifts. It was about trying to get the board there to change its policy so that when it bought new express buses, they'd have lifts on them. And I did all the traditional stuff. You know, I researched the issue and broke down the cost of the lifts, and I went to public meetings and I submitted written testimony. And I did all of what I thought you had to do. And when the board, the RTD, Regional Transportation District Board in Denver, Colorado, voted not to put lifts on those buses, once again, that was the first time I'd profoundly felt discriminated against. And that's when I said, well, what do you do next? And that's when Wade Blank said, we're having a meeting in my house and we'll talk about what you're going to do next, or what you could do next. And I went to his house, and that's when I learned about, you know, civil disobedience or direct action. That's when I learned about, if you choose to get arrested, what do you need to do as far as your ID and your prescription medications and all that stuff. And I volunteered to be part of a protest at RTD, and I went to the Regional Transportation District offices unannounced with a group of other activists, and we took over the offices. We took over the rotunda. We took over the atrium. We took over the whole building, and we refused to give it up until they promised to reconsider their vote. Obviously, they weren't quick to do that, so they had us arrested, and so I was hauled out for refusing to, you know, leave the building voluntarily. And so from that time, you know, it's not like you wear it as a badge. It's like you use it when it's needed. I mean, just this past June 22nd, you know, this year, meaning 2005, you know, we took over our governor's office here in Georgia and refused to leave until we had a date for 2 meetings with him and his, you know, policy staff, that home community-based service policy staff, or health and human service staff. So it's not, well, it's like early on, used to do a lot because you had to build a power base and you had to build some respect that when you said you were going to turn up the heat, when you said you were going to confront, when you said you were going to do whatever it take, you did. And to this day, you still need to do that. I haven't had to do as much. I mean, in September 17th of this year, I'm going to D.C. ADAPT's going to be up there, you know, from the 17th to 22nd, and we'll more than likely do direct action and potentially participate in civil disobedience. Will we get arrested? I don't know. You know, but you go up there with that commitment.
The It's Our Story project is a national effort to make disability history public and accessible. Visit us at www.itsourstory.org or on the It's Our Story project YouTube channel.